I'm sorry, Allison. I know it hurts.
Yeah. Do you know how much it hurts? Do you know what it feels like to be betrayed? To fall completely in love with someone who is a fake? Well, he betrayed me on 2 levels, Mr. Russell. 1, I believed in the mission, and 2, I loved him. I would have died of humiliation if those tapes had gone public.
Allison, was there anything on those tapes that would make you think that Dorian and Cassie were telling the truth?
I don't know. I guess it's possible that Dorian did have to kill him in order to protect Cassie. But I never saw or heard anything to that effect. You must believe me that I didn't lie about what I witnessed that night between Cassie and Mitch.
All right, I do.
So you see, I really can't help Dorian.
Maybe you can. Look, if Mitch used the word drugs on those tapes, your testimony might be the only evidence that the drugs existed.
Well, he was too smart for that. He never used the word drugged. He would say things like control or power. I mean, if the police had confiscated those tapes while he were alive, the only thing they could have proved was that he had low moral character. Certainly not that he was doing anything illegal. Oh, I can't believe that I ever loved him.
I know. Just take it easy.
I'm sorry. It's so stupid. I'm not crying for him or even for his other victims. I'm just crying for myself.
Nothing left but the appeal. John's trying to find some new evidence.
So with bail out of the question, it means I'm in here for...
Look, I'm calling in every favor I have to try to get this case in the docket as soon as possible. I mean, so...
I'll tell you, one thing that's good about this place being so chaotic is you don't have much time to sit around feeling sorry for yourself. Except sometimes here at night when they turn off the lights and have myself a good cry, and I think about you, and I think about Cassie.
Oh.
I wonder if the 2 of you are thinking about me.
Yeah, we're thinking about you, darling. We're dreaming about you. We're working about you. My God, you have a whole army out there slaving for you, but you know, you promised me before you came in here that you were going to be a model prisoner.
Yeah, but that's before I found out what model they were pushing this year in this place. You're not supposed to say anything. You're not supposed to hear anything. You're not supposed to... You're just supposed to keep your mouth shut. I mean, me, Herb, take abuse like that, even in a system that is designed to hand out abuse?
What about the food fight? What was that?
Oh, please, that's just an example of it. There is this gorilla in here that they call Tiny. That's her nickname. Her real name is Roberta Cole. You look into her, too.
Yeah, I should have brought a stenographer.
No, look, she's such a bully. She takes people's chairs, she takes their magazines, she takes the food off of their plate, and nobody here tries to stop her or teach her any manners.
Teach her manners? Dorian, this isn't kindergarten.
She was picking on little Diane, so naturally I stuck up for Diane, and then one thing led to another, and Jeannie. Oh, God, I haven't had a chance to tell you about Jeannie yet. Jeannie, it's this woman who's across the way. She's the one that most of the time they take out of here in the middle of the night. Well, Jeannie is the one who took the blame for the food fight. She said she'd rather go to solitary confinement than do whatever it is that they have got her doing.
You know, I almost wish that you were the one in solitary confinement, because you really have me worried. Will you take it easy with this Patrick Henry stuff?
Herb, I am not asking them to give me liberty or give me death. I am asking them for decent food. I'm asking them for a cell that is not right next door to Susan Bates. I'm asking them the reason why they take the women out of this prison at
Dorian,
night.
you're trying to start a revolution. Now just cool off on that a little. Let me see if I can do something about these things, okay?
Okay.
You promise?
I promise.
You always promise.
I mean it this time, all right? I want to be in one piece when you finally do manage to get me out of here.
Fine, so ease up on the mouthing off and try not to provoke Susan Bates or Tiny Roberta or whatever her name is.
Excuse me. Your visiting time is up.
Oh.
Oh, thank you so much, Matron. I'm not sure whether or not you have met my former husband, the Former district attorney. Herb, this is Matron Spitz, our resident sadist.
Isn't she a laugh a minute? She's always joking, this one. Don't take any of it seriously. Okay, look, I'm just gonna have 1 second, please.
You're really gonna have to go, aren't you? Hug me tight. Tell Cassie I love her. Okay. And you? I love you too. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for putting up with me.
Forget it. I'm just glad you feel better now. Yes? Oh, Herb, you're back. Did you see her?
Yes.
I was just leaving.
Allison's been real help for us, Herb.
Well, I'd like to speak to you myself. Would you mind waiting outside for a moment?
I've told Mr. Russell everything that I know.
No, actually, I would like to ask you a couple of questions about Statesville Prison.
Sure. I'll wait right out there.
Good, thank you.
So, how's Dorian?
Being very Dorian, therefore we have a lot to worry about.
Nice of you to drop by with the cheerful news, Herb.
John, I mean, she's got herself involved in all the other prisoners' lives and conditions on the prison. Get this. Every night a woman is selected to be taken out at midnight, and then she mysteriously returns the next morning. None of them will tell Dorian where they go or what they do.
Well, now, that couldn't be going on without someone in authority knowing about it, could it?
Well, it may go no higher than the guards, and maybe it does.
I guess it's prostitution.
Hers, too, is the logical choice.
Yeah, well, get this. I called up earlier today to try and get an appointment to see Dorian this evening. They said no way. So I said, how about tomorrow? No. And the day after?
No. You got it. Practically took an act of Congress for me to get in. Damn it, John. She's in trouble. There's no way we can get in there to help her.
Charlotte. Come on, Annie. You can get to bed. Oh. Get some sleep, okay?
I was sleeping just fine here. You gotta wake me up.
Well, since you're up anyway, I can tell you some good news. My visitor was Herb, you know, my former husband that was the former DA. I told him all about everything that's going.
Who are they? Some tough chicks from another cell block. Let's go.
What? You mean we're supposed to forfeit our places because they're so tough?
Dorian, for once, just trust me.
Okay, come on, kid, we're going. Excuse me.
Charlotte and Diane can go. You stay.
Thank you so much for the invitation, Susan, but I'm going to have to decline. We've got a really heavy date in the recreation yard. Right, Charlotte? Diane? Okay. What's going on here?
There's someone to see you.
I just had a visitor, and I'm all talked out.
Well, that's all right, because this person doesn't talk at all. Oh. Tiny is very upset about what happened yesterday. Because of your selfishness, she didn't get her fair share of dessert, and it's made her very cranky.
Yeah, well, that was last night, and I'm certainly not one to hold a grudge just because Tiny acted like a selfish, grubby pig. What I mean is...
What you mean is you think Tiny acted like a grubby, selfish pig. Well...
Oh, come on. We're not going to have another fight. Are we?
The Lord said an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Is this woman so... Help me, if she lays a hand on me,
I'm going to start to scream.
Well, why don't you go right ahead, because all the guards are taking a little break.